right, you're gonna open. And I'm using the Los Altos because we have a lot of it. And it's nice. This is really good clay. It's sturdy clay for centering and getting nice thin pots. But when you open this, I want you to open it like you do the ice cream bowl. Right? Remember how I talked about where I kind of scoop it in? Everything I teach you is based really around how those bowls kind of come together. So you can see here that I'm kind of scooping inward and I keep like a tight neck. If you get this thing really wide, it's gonna be hard to bring it back in. The next thing I want you to do is start to pull your walls, get your walls nice and thin. Because with the canopic jar, depending on what you're making, and it's gonna be determined by you, you need to keep a nice chunky top, right?
Trust me, I know all about a chunk.
So does
Not
that
with
mean
your pots, you don't.
it's thinner in the middle?
No, you are not going to, you're gonna just keep this nice and consistently thick. But it's not, no, it's even throughout.
It's even.
But but we don't want it, like people, how people like to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that, okay? We gotta keep this nice and thick by compressing it down. Getting our walls, nice consistency.
It's a big jar.
It does shrink some.
Wow.
Okay, so, you can see that I'm starting to get my body shape.
That's Spanx for you. Wow.
I don't know if that goes either.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna get like my general jar shape down. And if you can make it any shape you want. It could be a pear shape. Let's go through all the body types. Apple shape,
Onion shape.
onion shape.
Cabbage
Isn't an onion
shape.
an apple?
Amoeba.
Amoeba.
Hourglass.
Hourglass.
That's the one that all the people go nuts for.
Is it still? I think people are over it.
Well, unless you live in the time of Interpol ruins, in which case, you
I
have
think
to
those
be-
people are definitely dead.
You have to just be LARG.
Okay. So because it's the cap, right? I got my nice thick rim.
Wow, that's beautiful.
But my walls are nice and thin, but this is a little bit thicker. So you have two options here. You can use the edge of the undercutting tool. If I can find mine. Which is, oh, no, Ceiling Katis, watch me. So you can use the back end of the wooden undercutting tool, which is, what do we call this? Wooden thumb. So you can use the side of that tool and come in halfway down and kind of push it down. You see that? And you got to keep going. Giving that back to you. I use just the side of my finger, but you can use whatever you want. So you're going to come in here and you're literally kind of slicing into the edge of that clay.
Are you pulling it up?
No, I'm supporting it so it doesn't go down. Because if I push it, if I don't have my hand here, this is going to go inward. So I'm just keeping this straight and then I'm pushing this down. So it's just splitting it. And you can see that it starts to create this little ridge. You can, if you want to, smooth that back into the clay or allow that to just rest there. It's really up to you.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what I want everyone to notice, do you see how it's basically a 90-degree angle? I could maybe come out just a little bit, but we've got a nice chunky rim. It's a little uneven. I could clean that up later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Using my rib, I'm just gonna make sure I get the profile of the pot that I want. So now that that's made, and Rick, I don't know where my smooth rib is. All my tools are missing. because we're gonna trim them, obviously, right? So now that I made this, that's where you have to get this guy, which is the lid master. We have a couple of these floating around. Come find me. You are going to have, no, it's like this. The shorter, like not so straight ones be the inside dimension, and the really, really sharp curved ones, the exterior dimensions. So we're gonna go like this on the outside. You gotta make sure it's centered right in the middle. Okay, once you have that, put it someplace safe where it's not gonna get bumped. All right, then you're going to undercut your jar. Give it to Madi. And then get another bag to do the lid. So for the lid, I find that so satisfying. So for the lids, you want to use between half to a quarter of the clay that you use for the jar. Half to a quarter. Thank you. Yeah, you check it. So because these are caps, and because we're using them to make a canapa jar shape, you're gonna probably want a lot because you want to be able to sculpt with it, right? And you know, figuring out what that shape's initially gonna be. So what am I making here basically, everybody?
Cap.
Yeah.
A bowl. I'm just making a bowl. So I'm going in here. Make sure you go down far enough, because remember, you're gonna turn this thing upside down and trim the bottom of it. Get that nice rounded curve, if that's what you're going for. The inside shape is gonna determine how this lid is gonna be finished off, because the part we're trimming is down here, right? So my jar top, so we knew that we measured this for the outside, and so some genius invented this. Like, is that big enough? No. I gotta go a little bit further, right, Madi? So I'm just gonna kind of bring this out a little bit. But I've also got to think about my profile. Is that the shape that I want my jar lid to be? Now let's see. Did I go too wide? I went too far. Uh-oh. Now what do I do? Lower it away.
Can you collar that?
Collar it. Yeah, exactly. So I just go back in. And then I check it again. Oh! Now I went too far again. Madi says it's far enough. Let's check. Oh, nicely done. Okay. So again, I'm stealing Kati's, watch me Kati, so I give it back to you. And then I'm gonna undercut this, because remember, that's, a lot of that's gonna be coming off anyway. So I don't want that. Give it to you. Using my wire tool. So I've made my jar and my jar lid for the cap. And then once it's ready, I'm gonna trim them and put them together. I'm gonna show you how to trim them. Not all of them, but I will show you how to trim, because trimming is tricky as well. Okay. Here's a cap.